Alright guys, so I'm going to tell you my first impressions of Black Ops Cold War. I got it like an hour or two before it released, which was at midnight, and then I went to sleep because I had work at 7 in the morning. But when I eventually did get to play it, which was the very next morning, I woke up at 5 in the morning to play it. I liked it. I thought it was pretty freaking good. I started playing the campaign first, and it was weird because I felt a Black Ops 1 aesthetic, but the gameplay felt like more Black Ops 2. And then also it had like the realistic gun noises and like realistic shooting feel of the newer Modern Warfare games. So I like that little mesh. I don't know if the other games are like that because honestly I haven't played Remastered. I haven't played World War II. And the remake of Modern Warfare, I've only watched videos of it. I haven't played those three games because I didn't have money when those three games came out. I do plan to eventually play them, but I just haven't yet. The story is pretty alright. One of the main problems that I have with the game, and honestly, this might be a problem with just my system or my controller or something. The third level in the campaign, whenever I start it up, my controller disconnects. It just disconnects. When I'm playing multiplayer, after like 5 or 6 matches, it'll disconnect again. I can't play more than 5 matches in multiplayer, and I can't play the third level of the campaign. It disconnects. I have to completely restart my system. Then it'll reconnect. As soon as I start trying to get into the campaign again, it'll be like, no, we don't want to do this. We're gonna pass. Zombies works just fine. The first 5 games of multiplayer work just fine. The first 2 levels of the campaign work just fine. There's no problem going to the store and me purchasing some more DLC. So what the fudge is up? And I haven't seen this complaint anywhere yet. I was looking on Google to see if I could find someone else that has this problem. So I really think it's just my controller, but why is it specifically level 3? And why is it only after 5 games of multiplayer? And then sometimes it doesn't happen at all. Sometimes I'll play multiplayer and I'll get like through like 20 games and nothing will happen. But the campaign is consistent. The campaign refuses to let me play the third level. That's the only gripe I have with it, is that the controller won't let me play. But the multiplayer, let's get to that next. I started out the multiplayer. First thing that I looked is like, I don't know about you, but I should be able to look at something and within half a second be able to understand what I want from the menu. I should be able to do it within half a second. But I had to take a whole 3 seconds to look at this in order to know what I wanted. Like, let's just jump back, to a simpler time. You're sitting on your couch, you have a group of friends, or maybe some cousins, I don't know, you do you. You got your PS3 in your hands, and what did you guys boot up? Modern Warfare 2. Now, imagine those friends are gone because you're playing online. You're not playing with your friends. So they leave. You go to the multiplayer. Right on top, clear as day, it's the top result. You see, find game. It's obvious what the fudge that means. It means you click on it, it's going to give you a random lobby to join, and it's probably going to have a bunch of people doing mods. I mean hacking. And it'll just show up. You click on it, it's at the top, find game, a whole list of game options show up. Team Deathmatch, gun game, whatever. Black Ops 1 had that. Black Ops 2 had that. I don't remember if Black Ops 3 had it, because I played that game for a very limited amount of time. And I have yet to play... Have I? Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Black Ops 4 doesn't have that, because Black Ops 4 is very complicated menus. I don't understand what the fudge I'm doing in Black Ops 4. It takes me like 10 minutes to figure out what I want to do. But I click on the main menu for multiplayer, and I get several options, and I'm like, well, which one is it? Because they're all in like this box, and like the framing is weird. The fact that like they have a picture in the box distracts your eyes. Like there's too much distraction going on in your screen that you have to actually stop and pay attention. There's also like 820 words. I don't need that many words. Keep it nice and simple. Nice and simple. Here's a box, here's a box, here's a box, here's the words in bold with maybe a black or gray background. The background behind that can be like whatever you want. Maybe you want to have Mason with his mighty pistol killing Dragunov or something. I don't know. I feel like I messed up the name there. But it needs to be simple. I honestly don't even know what the top one was, because as soon as I saw that it said quick play, I thought to myself, what's a quick play? Now, I know what a quick play is. I've played games that have quick play as one of the menu options. But for me, quick play, the word quick play, implies that there is a different type of setting that's long play. When I hear quick play, I don't get the same, oh, that's what I want to click, as find game. Because when you click find game, you know it's quick play. You know that's what you're looking for. That's what you want to play. Unless you're doing competitive or ranked or anything like that. Or local. Unless you want to do those things, you know what you're looking for is quick play. But find game is such a synonymous thing. You look at it and you're like, this is what I'm playing. You click find game, it puts you, and you choose whatever fudging type of game you want to play. You want to play free for all, you can do that. You want to play domination, you can do that. It's all up to you. But on this, you get quick play, and my brain does not immediately register that as, oh, you click on this, and then it'll load you to whichever games that you want to play. That took me a second. Not a long time. Like, I'm not a boomer or anything. I'm not sitting there looking at it for like 5 minutes going, what the fudge is quick play? What does that mean? Like, it's just, all of this, mind you, is like 10 seconds. This entire thing going on in my head is like 10 seconds. It feels so much longer because I shouldn't need those 10 seconds. Those 10 seconds should be dedicated to me perusing the options. To me just looking at everything and being like, man, this is really sound. I like this. Those 10 seconds should not be me going, wait, what do I have to click? Quick play? What's a quick play? Oh, wait, I know what that is. That shouldn't be me. And I'm just like, why is that a thing? Why should I have to think about what I want to play? It should be simple. It should be convenient. Another thing that this one is just minor for me is I don't like that switching to local happens on the main menu instead of inside of each one. Like, I always like when local is its own option in each menu. Like, you click on multiplayer, you get find game, and then you get local play, and then you get like private rooms, and then you have like LAN. Like, I like that. That was cool. I like that. That was chill. You go to zombies, it immediately starts you on local play, because most people like to play zombies by themselves. And then right below it, it'll say, choose your map, custom settings, and then below that is where it says go online. I like that. It was nice, uniform. It makes sense. It's cool. I think it's a little weird having it at the front, because then, like, say I'm playing multiplayer, and I'm playing with a whole bunch of people, and I'm having a good, jolly time, and then suddenly maybe I want to switch to local. Maybe I want to check out what the bots are like. I now have to exit out of multiplayer, press square, have the thing load, because sometimes it takes a second to load, and then go back into multiplayer, which also takes a second or two to load, and then I can check out what local multiplayer is like. Then it's like the same thing for zombies. I clicked on zombies. This was at 5 in the morning. I actually had to go to work at this point. It was almost 6. And I had to start getting dressed. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just click on it so I can see the menu. So I can, like, look at the menu before anything. This is another gripe that's just personal to me.
Wow. Okay.
I don't like when a cutscene pops up before the menus. I don't want the cutscene before the menus. That cutscene is specifically for Die Maschine. So the cutscene should play when I click on Die Maschine. Why is it showing up when I just click on zombies? It's annoying.
Oh, come on, man.
When I go to multiplayer, I just want to play multiplayer. I don't care that I'm this secret organization that's trying to take down the fucking Russian that's trying to take down Russia and America because Russia is weak or whatever. I don't care about any of that. I want to shoot people. That's what I want to do.
Wow. Y'all little camp corners for sniper. Okay, that's cool.
I just don't like all this, like, extra things that they're putting in. Now, it's not bad, because the cutscenes are amazing. I'm genuinely interested in the story. The gameplay is phenomenal. All these things are great. But I just don't like this padding. This forced padding. Because if it was, like, a little menu option at the bottom, it said, like, cutscene right at the bottom, or if you could just immediately skip the cutscene, or you know, you click on multiplayer and it says, like, a little pop-up says, do you want to play cutscene? I love that. I'm pretty sure I've seen that in another Call of Duty game. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but I love seeing that when I click on it and it says, do you want to see cutscene? No, I don't. I mean, I'm still going to click yes because I am interested in the cutscene, and I'm trying to give my first impression, so of course I'm going to watch the cutscene. But I like the choice. I like them asking me. I don't like when I have choices taken away from me. And I like things to be clear. I don't like things changing for no reason, like when you change find game to quick play. What is long play? Where is long play? And if it's a football terminology, where's strong play? I just realized that non-football fans won't know that. And honestly, NFL fans might not even know that either. That's more of a high school football thing. But the game is amazing. First off, I'm going to go with the zombies. I don't hate it. Going into it, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, this is going to be terrible. You make your own loadout. You know, you have this big expansion map. The exfil system I liked, where, you know, you get an extra couple hard rounds, and it'll let you leave. That's pretty cool. I like it. It's dope. But it ended up being fudging great. Now, what I didn't like is that they're like forcing the Easter egg down your throat. Like, you get points where it's like, oh, go here, you have to go do this. I get that's for like new players who really don't get the whole Easter egg thing. But I don't know, man. I don't like that was shoved down my throat. I wish there was an option to shut that off. I looked in the options beforehand. They have like 2 options in zombies mode. And I'm like, oh, I didn't see one to shut it off. So I'm like, all right, whatever, let's go in. The loadout thing, I thought that was going to be stupid. I always like starting off with your pistol and finding weapons or buying them at the mystery box, buying wall weapons, things like that. I always like that. Even if maybe like you can customize the wall weapons, that'd be cool. If you could just like maybe change the starting shotgun to like a Remington, assuming that you've leveled up enough. That's cool. I like that. I can vibe with that. But I don't want to start my game with a fudging FAMAS. I don't want to start my game with an AK-47. But I don't know if this is just me, But it does seem like they weaken your starting weapon to incentivize getting a real weapon. Now, maybe that's just the feeling I got from it. But it felt as though the starting weapon was weaker than the weapon I got from the mystery box, which to me looked kind of bad. The weapon that I got, like, it looked terrible, but it was mowing through zombies. So I'm thinking that maybe the mystery box weapons are just stronger than your starting weapons. And that's a cool system. One gripe that I have with zombies, and this is the only weird thing that I have with zombies, is that the difference between round 3 zombies and round 4 zombies is insane. There's just a sudden jump in difficulty. Like, you get through the first round, you're like, oh, that was very easy. You expect it to be easy. It is round 1. Get through second round, once again, super easy. It actually didn't seem any harder than round 1. Get to round 3, it just seems like there's more zombies. It doesn't look like they're moving any faster. They don't seem any stronger. Like, no, nothing's happened. And then, like, round 4, suddenly zombies are rushing you. And they do, like, a little bit more damage than you expected. You're wasting, like, almost an entire clip on each zombie. You're like, God, what the heck? What is this sudden spike in difficulty? And then, like, it ramps up gradually again afterwards. So, I don't know what's going on there. But I am a big fan of Die Maschine. I am terrified of it, though. Because I'm outside, I'm like, oh, perfect. Which, by the way, I've always been scared of Call of Duty Zombies. I'm a big wuss. And I can't play games like that by myself. I need someone to play them with me. But I start off, I'm outside, you know, it's bright, it's sunny. I'm like, I like this. They didn't make it all dark and gloomy. It's not creepy. Then after a while, I'm like, you know what? I want to find the mystery box. Because my plan was to just stay in the starting area, you know, train a little bit, and then use the exfil system to see how it works, and leave. But I'm like, I realized I need the mystery box. So I go through, I find the mystery box, and then I'm like, wait a minute, how did the exfil system even work? And I remember there was this door in the starting area, but it had an electricity sign on, so I'm like, oh, I have to turn on the power. Ooh, that might be difficult. So I keep going, and then I find the inside, and it's like pitch black, and you just get this small flash. I'm like, no, this isn't the game I signed up for. This is scary. I don't like this. I was terrified. I was like, you know what? I ran. I just rushed it. Because at that point, I was like 8 rounds in, and I had just been stockpiling my points. So I had enough points to just barely get to the electricity. I just run in there, press everything, press every door. My heart is literally racing because I am terrified of the dark. I get there, turn on the power, and then I'm just like, I'm jetting back. And I'm like, wait a minute. After you turn the lights on, it's kind of nice in here. You take a look around, it's like, it's kind of nice. I didn't really care. I was still running my ass back to the start. But it was nice to see that it was just like a scary until you turn on the lights dealio. I like that. It was cool.
Enemy napalm strike incoming.
And I like that the Easter egg seems simple. It's go to this point, go to that point, don't die. Make sure you, maybe fight a boss. I don't know. I haven't beaten the Easter egg. I'm not that kind of guy. I just don't do that. I do sometimes. Like, I got the Easter egg for, I think it's called 9 or 11 in Black Ops 4. But I don't know. I just didn't feel the need to. I go back to the starting area. I get to round 10. I'm like, well, where's the exfil? Like, where is it? What do I do to get it? And then round 10 ends. And it says, oh, you can do the exfil now. I'm like, alright. So, from what I heard, the exfil is just 5 rounds that have increasing difficulty. And then at the end of the 5 rounds, you leave. What I didn't know was that it was timed. It's not like the zombies are suddenly a lot faster and a lot stronger, and there's a lot more of them. No, it's like 5 speed rounds where there's like maybe 10-ish zombies that are way stronger spawn right next to you. It's insane. And it completely caught me by surprise because I was gonna go and restock up on ammo. I didn't expect to get bombarded. So I call in the exfil, and I see the timer go up. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that timer is for. My brain didn't register that that was my timer of how long I had to get the exfil. As I'm running to refill my ammo, like 78 zombies spring up. I'm like, oh, is this exfil? The lights like dim, starts getting all gassy. I'm like, oh, I'm fudged. I get my ammo. I actually ended up going down, but I don't know how. I had some type of like first aid kit or something. I don't know. I was able to get myself back up, and I killed them, and I got the first round done. The second round comes up, and it's the dogs, the hellhounds, but they are beefy boys. These are not normal hellhounds. These are out for blood. And I killed all of the hellhounds, but with the hellhounds also came some zombies. They caught me. I didn't finish the exfil. I lost. Honestly, I wasn't too worried about actually winning. I was planning on it. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to simply do the exfil. It probably isn't that hard if I'm starting at round 10. And honestly, if I knew what I was going into, I probably could have beaten the exfil. But, you know, it just caught me by surprise. It is what it is. And I exited the game. Zombies, amazing. I love what they did with it. I'm not a big fan of the voice. Maybe this is just my nostalgia, but I'll always prefer Black Ops 2 voice. Where you just hear, kaboof! It's just like, oh, yes, sir! Explode them, ninja! And then now you just hear, kaboom! And you're just like, yeah, it's cool, it's dark, it's scary, but it just doesn't have the same feel. I don't feel excited to hear the kaboom. And that's what I like. I like feeling the excitement. Another thing that caught me off guard is when the hellhounds did show up. I remember going into the special settings in order to turn off hellhounds, but I couldn't find the turn hellhounds off button. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm just like, whatever. That must mean that there's no hellhounds. So then I join and get to level 6. Suddenly everything goes dark and there's like green gas everywhere. Some sick electric guitar starts playing and I'm like, whoa, what is this music? Did I do some type of Easter egg or something? This is dope. And then hellhound starts playing. I'm like, oh, this is just when I die. I get it. But I like that. I like the hellhounds. I think they're cool. I loved everything about them. The zombies in general was a great choice in this game. I love what they did with it. Back to multiplayer. The maps are genuinely good. I was caught off guard by how much I actually enjoyed each map. I like shooting people in the game. I don't know, there's something about it that feels right. In most Call of Duty games, I feel like, you know, my bullets are a little overpowered. I feel like either my bullets are super overpowered or super underpowered. In this game, they feel just right. I feel like each shot really hits true. Except for headshots. I feel like headshots don't hit true at all, and I feel like they completely just got rid of one kill headshots. I also don't like that they got rid of one-hit deaths with shotguns. If I have a shotgun, and I am 1 foot away from you, like me and you are right up next to each other, and I shoot you, you should die. You shouldn't have, you know, just a little smidgen of health left. No, you're dead. Granted, after a while, I noticed that if you just get really, really close, like if you're like 2 atoms away from each other, then it is a one-hit kill. Or if you aim towards their head, it is a one-hit kill. But it should be a one-hit kill regardless. It shouldn't be like, oh, well, they're 2 feet away from you instead of 1 centimeter away from you. That means it doesn't kill. But I do also like that, like, if they're 10 feet away, the shotgun rounds will still hit. Like, it's not like they'll completely miss like in all other Black Ops or Call of Duty games, where if they're 10 feet away, the bullets won't even reach them. But I liked it. I like what they did with multiplayer. Kill confirmed is nice. I can't find gun game or one in the chamber or anything like that. I was looking for that when I went into quick play. I'm like, I definitely want to have those. I didn't see it. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe I need to look better. I have only played the game for like 2 hours or 3 hours total. But yeah, the campaign is fun. I love the way they went with it. I like that when you interrogate someone, you actually get options of what to say to them, and it affects what you gain from them. Like, if you don't say the right things, you might not get something that you would have gotten if you said the correct things. I just thought the campaign's pretty good. For the first 2 levels, that is, being that I can't play the third one. Overall, pretty good. Overall, better than Black Ops 3. Better than Black Ops 4. And what I'm about to say is controversial. I know it's going to be controversial. Better than Black Ops 1 or 2. Better than Call of Duty Remastered. Because Call of Duty Remastered is overrated. Genuinely a great game. My opinion's probably going to change of that later on. But for right now, I would say it's the best Black Ops. And it's the second or third best Call of Duty. The first one obviously being Modern Warfare 2. You can fight me on that, I don't care. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day. I just realized this video is almost 30 minutes long. Good night.